Assalamu alaikum students, welcome back to Global Public School online classes. In our previous class we studied about the different rights of our Indian citizens. We talked about the rights what we have as an Indian citizen. We talked about the right to education, we talked about right to exploitation, we talked about right to freedom, right to equality, all that we talked about. In our today's class, and I said in my last class as well, we should always not say that rights is important. We should also be thinking the duties what we have towards our country. So in this class of today, we're going to talk about the duties of Indian citizens towards our country. The rights and duties are the two faces of the same coin. If you only say that rights without the duties, it's of no use. The rights without the duties have no value or no significance. So according to that, the 10 fundamental duties were actually included in the 4th chapter of the A part of the Article 51A with the amendment of 42nd Amendment to the Constitution. With 86th Amendment in the 2002, there are 11 fundamental duties which we have towards a country. Let's study that in a step by step. The first and very important thing, to respect the Constitution. Whatever is written in our Constitution, we should be giving a respect towards it. And the next thing is we should be respecting the national flag and the national anthem. National flag. Students, most of the time what we do, we celebrate greatly as an Independence Day. 15th August, full, wearing a good dress, wearing the flag, taking the flag on the hands and everything we celebrate. But on the next day, we throw the flag outside in the roads and the people will be walking on it. That's bad. That's actually bad. We should not be doing that. We should be respecting our flag. And we should be respecting towards our national anthem. Whenever the national anthem is coming on, we should be standing for a minute and we should be respecting. Students, our national anthem is just a 47 seconds to 53 seconds maximum. 47 to 52 seconds or 53 seconds maximum. Or if somebody is singing it, maybe they might sing for a minute. That's all. Ideally, the minute is of 47 to 52 minutes or 52 seconds or 53 seconds. That's all. We should just give our time towards the national anthem whenever it is going on. That's all, students. We should respect the Constitution, we should respect our national flag, and we should respect towards our national anthem, students. And the next fundamental duty what we have is to follow the noble ideas that inspired by our national struggle of the freedom, truth, non-violence, and the civil obedience which has been said by our great Mahatma Gandhi ji, who had struggled a lot to get freedom for us. So this is the noble ideas which are inspired to follow. The next thing is to protect the integrity of the nation. We should not be dividing ourselves, saying that you're a Hindu, you're a Muslim, you're a Christian, you're Sikh, or you're some other religion. Or we should not be saying that you're a fair person, you're a dark person, you're a medium person. Not like that. We should protect the integrity of India by keeping all of us in a unity. When we have a unity towards us, that's when the India will be good. If not, no, students. To defend the motherland whenever called upon to do so. Students, we should act like a soldier sometimes whenever it is required for our motherland. We should not be telling why I should do. If I am safe, my family is safe, that's enough for me. No, we should not be thinking only that concept. If that concept was used in the earlier days, we should be under the British shoes today. So if they could have think that why do we need to go? What is it for us? Then if they had that thought, they were not coming out and doing a freedom struggle to get the freedom for our country, right? So we should also be not thinking that if anything is coming towards our country, if anything is harmful to our country, then we should always be ready as a soldier to protect our country, to save our motherland, students. And to promote the spirit of common brotherhood among all the people of India, and to disown those rituals that go against the dignity of the women. See here, everybody should be treated. See, in the Rakhi, Raksha Bandhan, they will tie a knot to Hindu or a Muslim, whoever it is, and during the Ganesh Chaturthi. And this is what being used by the radical students, moderates, radicals, and the revolutionaries who were there in the earlier days. Radicals used this policy when the partition of Bengal happened. The partition of Bengal, during that time, the British had separated the Hindus and Muslims areas only. At that point of time, the radicals, they are called as the freedom fighters. They came outside, they showed the interest toward getting the people out, and they showed the small things that when we celebrate Eid, we celebrate along with our Hindus. They provide fruits for us when the Muslims actually do a fasting. And they also showed when the Raksha Bandhan happens, the Hindu ladies, the Hindu sisters will go and tie a small Raksha Bandhan to the Muslim brother. And this is all being showed, and that's how they removed the partition of Bengal in the 1905. And this is what being given here, that to promote the spirit of a common brotherhood among all the people of India here, students. And to preserve our rich heritage. See, what do we do whenever we go for the places like maybe Red Fort, or maybe towards Taj Mahal, or maybe any historical place? We'll go and we'll try to write our name on it. We'll say that our name should be there on it. That's wrong. We should not be spoiling the rich heritage of India. That is the main importance. We should not be spoiling whatever the good things of our India, correct? So, that is also our duty, students, to preserve our rich heritage, the rich culture what we have. And the next is to protect and develop the environment, including the forest, lakes, rivers, and wildlife, and to show compassion towards the animals. We should not be harming to them. We should not be destroying it. And also to develop scientific temper and the spirit of inquiry. So this is a general thing. We should be developing that keen interest, do something in our life wherever we can definitely serve for our country. And also to safeguard the public property and to keep away from the violence. Normally what we have seen is, whenever any kind of problem happens, whenever any kind of issues happens, normally we have seen the person will go take the stone and throw it on the bus, BMTC bus, glass will be blasted. That's wrong. That's a public property. That's not a private property that we are destroying. That's a public property. We should be telling them to not to do, to safeguard the public property and to keep away from the violence. That is also our fundamental duty. We should be protecting our public properties. They're actually buying it from our money. Whatever the tax we are paying, from that only they are buying it. Why we need to destroy that public property, you tell me, students? We should not be doing that. To strive towards the excellence in all the spheres of individual and collective activities, we should be striving to do the best. And it's each and every parent's duty to educate their children from the age of 6 to 14. They should not, we have seen most of the places till today, the students, they don't have school. They don't have the proper facilities. And sometimes they have everything, but the parents, they say that no. Why? Who's good and what they have achieved? The person who have not read anything, they are earning more money. Why you want to go for studies? Don't go. No, students. The parents or the guardians should actually provide an opportunity for a student to get educate from the age of 6 to 14 years. Not only 14 years, it's been extended in the coming years as well. That's all in our duties towards our country. Students, I want you to read this, revise this, and write the explanatory notes of this. If you have any doubts, reach out to me through a Google Classroom app or a WhatsApp. Till that, students, I want you to revise this again, and not only just revising and writing. As an Indian citizen, today you might be a kid, but tomorrow you are a citizen of India. So I want you to please remember these duties also, so that you can be a pride citizen of India for tomorrow. Till that, students, signing off. Take care. Thank you so much. Keep your learning button on and stay safe. Allah Hafiz.